Hello, welcome to All In Art. This is an easy demo for anybody to create a very free and loose watercolour. You don't actually need paints to do this. If you have coffee, you can make cold coffee and use that. You can use food colouring if you have food colouring at home, or if you do have a little box of watercolours like me, you can use them. You don't have to have a paintbrush. You can use a makeup brush. You could use a cooking utensil brush or a feather. So the first thing to do is get your piece of paper. This is actually watercolour paper and I've just taped it on the back onto a tray so I don't create a mess. You could use foolscap lined paper. You could use photocopy paper. Or you could use just sketchpad, cheap sketchpad paper. Also, if you're like me and you collect things, this is wrapping from some sort of a parcel that was delivered and you could experiment with that. Okay, so you need some water. You can use a jam jar, a glass or a cup. Some tissues to have handy. And you can dry off the paint with that. So we're going to actually use the cold coffee today. What you do is, I'm going to paint a flower. So everybody has access to a leaf or a flower, or even a dried leaf, a bay leaf from your kitchen press, some sort of a plant. This is from a flower arrangement I got recently, which I kept. So what I'm going to do is actually just paint with the water and just outline with water the shape of the branch and the little catkins. And if you're in the right light, you can see the water on the page. Now what I'm going to do, with the tip of the brush, dip it into the coffee and I'm just going to bleed the coffee into the wet paint very gently. So the coffee won't actually go anywhere on the paper that isn't wet because I'm taking my time, just dabbing it on. And this gives a very natural look instead of severe straight lines. Now I'm going to go outside the wet paint to just put in a little bit of detail. Now I'm going to dab a little bit of that off because it's too much. Maybe a bit here. Now I'll actually try a little bit of watercolour just to give some tone and dark areas. Just bleed that in. So there's no going wrong with this. This is fun. If you like it, it's right. It's to just be creative without any pressure and to discover things that you like when you're painting and things that you don't like. It's all about your own taste. Now, another thing you can do is you can spray the page. So I might put in a little bit of green down here. So I have some leaves here that I'm actually looking at for shape. So this paper now is quite wet and the paint actually bleeds. So you don't have to do a lot of detail. The paper and the water will do the work. Put a little bit of green on the end of these. And then when it's dry, you can actually draw in more detail with a pen. This is a child's gel pen. So just whatever you have at home. We're all in at the moment, so I might go over this in black when it dries out. So, simple, easy process with anything you have at home. You can share this. So just use whatever you have at home. Keep your water clean between using the brush. And join me next time for another all-in art demo. This is Barbara O'Mara, artist. Thank you.